Well, you may remember Brooklyn's own Ifetayo Dance Ensemble when they performed at the White House a couple of years back. Well, next Wednesday, the 26th, Ifetayo will present something different from a dance. Talk back with noted author Ta-Nehisi Coates at a special event in association with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So, here to tell us more is Naima Oyo, Board Vice Chair at Ifetayo Cultural Arts Academy, and welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thanks for being here. Every time Ifetayo is in the building, there's something new. I'm always so impressed. They brought dancers and drummers who are this tall into a studio. You're killing it at the White House. There's so much breadth in the programming. Why a series like this now with the man that everybody's been talking about for the last 2 years?
Yeah. So our mission is to empower young people, families, and communities through education, professional development, and their artistic development. And our young people in particular are talking about race. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to be Black in New York? What does it mean to be Black in Brooklyn? What does it mean to be African American in the United States? What does it mean to be African American in the world? And so when our young people talk, we listen and we try to give them the encouragement and bring the best minds in the world to talk to them. We have a relationship with Mr. Coates, one of our board members, Benjamin Talton, and Mr. Coates agreed to come and really have a conversation, and so we're really excited.
It's good to have friends.
Yes.
It's great to have friends. Well, you say a conversation, but can you give us, can you put us in that room? What does Mr. Coates plan to sort of talk about, and especially what would you like to hear from him?
So I'll start off by saying we do not want it to be a lecture. Our hashtag is join the conversation. The number is 42617, and we really do plan on it being a conversation. And first and foremost, to really address the issues that our young people raised. You know, what's going on in Brooklyn right now. Race, to be a Black male, and also, I know Mr. Coates has expressed interest in talking about the importance of organizations like Ifetayo, but we don't want to direct the conversation. We are going to have a nice mix of people in the room. There'll be some of our parents, there'll be some students, there'll be some of our supporters, and there'll be the larger community. And so really hearing what the community wants to talk about and responding.
So I know that man's phone has been blowing up for at least the last year. We've been trying to get him in your seat right here, to be honest. So why do you think he said yes? Why do you think he wants to engage in this dialogue at the place where you're at right now, in this time with so much going on? He could be on any stage in the world that he chooses to.
Yeah. I can't speak for Mr. Coates, but I know that in conversations with him, he has really expressed an interest in young people, and I think that that is why he agreed to really have this conversation. And it's also, I guess, speaking for him a little bit, but organizations like Ifetayo, the ability to continue, continue to work. And a part of that is really raising funds. And so this is a fundraiser. And so he's lending his name, his voice, his brain to help us not only have some of the conversations that need to be had, but to raise some money for that ever important general operating support.
Yes. Well, you actually just alluded right to the next question. I was going to ask you what the connection was to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, but you sort of hit just right onto that. So many times people are not really aware of what the NAACP Legal Defense Fund does and how important it's sort of been in the decades-long struggle for freedom and equality in America. Can you just tell us how that relationship came together?
Well, again, I mean, Legal Defense Fund is doing a lot of the same work we're doing, right? Making sure that our people are in the best position possible and making sure that our people are empowered. And so I think it's really important, especially in 2017, for like-minded institutions to collaborate and work together and really support each other's efforts. And again, through a board relationship, you know how important board members are to nonprofits. And so through a board member relationship, we were able to really get in the room and talk about how this event could be beneficial for both organizations.
Okay, let's sell some tickets.
You gotta get into the room.
Hashtag join the conversation,
Yes.
42617.
Yes.
How can we get tickets?
You can go to our website, ifetayo.org. You can check for us on Twitter Ifetayo Culture, and Facebook also, Ifetayo Culture.
And this is a fundraiser.
Yes.
So don't drag your feet. Don't try to call your cousin for the hookup.
And
we need to raise some money.
People need to go check Mr. Coates' books
Yes.
as well. You still have a chance to read them before
than the
next
governor's
week.
book if we did that.
Yes.
I probably sold a few more, and it's an amazing book. As a little boy from Baltimore, the voice that he speaks with everywhere he talks about, like it's your life right there. So
You've been reading the books, you've been checking the thought pieces all over, you've been arguing with your friends back and forth about it
Go and talk
on
to 'em
Twitter.
about it.
Like, be in the place.
And it's a small, intimate conversation. There's only going to be about 50 to 60 people in the room.
Okay.
It's not going to be a room with 200 or 300
Right.
people. This is going to be an intimate conversation.
Okay.
yeah, I like it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
there.